Let's dive into the discussions shaping the nation.
Thank you, Corla. I'm disappointed to see that the government benches are so empty today, but equally those that waxed lyrical not so long ago in this House, who have chastised the government in their speeches today, also I see their benches are quite empty in what is and has to be the biggest crisis facing this country. Corla, while I agree that we need to fix the housing crisis, the plan that is being put forward by the Labour Party today, and I thank my colleagues in the Labour Party today for bringing this forward, is based on some what I would regard as bad ideas. Labour wants to remove the private investor from the housing agency, from housing, but they do not want to explain how they'll replace it. Will they increase taxes, or will they just simply borrow more? I listened to some of the Labour speakers. One would almost think that Labour weren't in government in the last couple of years. But Labour did hold the portfolio not so long ago. In my own constituency of Cork North Central, the truth is bitter, lads. In my own constituency of Cork North Central, my constituents are struggling with rising rents, with long waiting lists and lack of accommodation. People are talking about who we're going to blame. Are we going to blame Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, Independents? Who are we going to blame? But until we get together in this House and work on the progress of solving this crisis, without blaming one another, without attacking one another, without shouting one another down, that is going to do nothing for the father that's living in his car tonight, that's depending on Wi-Fi from a hotel, that's working 50 hours a week. It's not going to help the constituent that came into my office last week who spoke to me about the full-time job he's doing and yet living out of a car. It's not helping the mother in Cork City that is going into the housing department and being told, I'm sorry, we have nothing for you, go into a homeless crisis centre with your children. It's not going to help those couples that have lost their houses in 2008 to 2014, that have now got back into employment after losing their businesses, that are renting privately, that can afford to pay the rent, but are approaching 65. And what happens when they retire? They'll be back on the housing list, confounding and bringing more people back onto our housing list. We're not addressing it, Count Corla. We're not addressing it. We're too busy, and parties inside in this chamber are too busy attacking one another, looking for publicity, rather than trying to fix the crisis that's there. For God's sakes, lads, you're a disgrace.
Like, share, and subscribe, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.